Why was Zidane one of the best players in the world? Imagine a player capable of making time slow down. A player who didn't need to run faster than everyone else to beat his opponents. One simple touch, a body movement, a roulette. And suddenly, three defenders were completely lost. That player was Zinedine Zidane. And when Zidane touched the ball, you weren't simply watching football anymore. You were watching art. An exceptional touch. Zidane had something incredibly rare. Almost perfect ball control. Aerial ball, difficult pass, ball coming at full speed. Zidane always seemed to have time. His first touch could already eliminate a defender. He used both feet, the sole of his boot, the outside, the inside. And above all, he had this incredible ability to receive the ball, while already knowing exactly what he was going to do next. It was as if he was always 1 second ahead of everyone else. When football becomes art. But Zidane wasn't just about efficiency. He was about elegance. His famous roulette, his perfectly controlled touches, his changes of direction, his passes into impossible spaces. Everything looked natural. He never played in a hurry. He played with calmness. And sometimes, surrounded by several opponents, Zidane would make a move so simple, yet so perfect, that the entire stadium would hold its breath. That was the magic of Zidane. He could transform an ordinary play into an unforgettable moment. A player for the biggest moments. And the most impressive part? Zidane knew how to deliver when the pressure was at its highest. With France, he made history at the 1998 World Cup, scoring twice in the final against Brazil. A few years later, in the Champions League with Real Madrid, he scored that incredible volley in the final against Bayer Leverkusen. A moment that became legendary. Control, positioning, strike. Goal! It wasn't just a goal. It was a work of art. Why was Zidane different? Zidane may not have been the fastest player. He may not have been the player who dribbled the most. But he possessed something much rarer. The ability to control the rhythm of a match. When Zidane had the ball, the game seemed to belong to him. He could accelerate. He could slow things down. He could beat defenders. He could create. And above all, he could make people dream. Even today, when we watch footage of Zidane, one thing immediately stands out. He didn't just play football. He interpreted it. Every touch was a brushstroke. Every roulette was an artistic movement. Every pass was a creation. And perhaps that's why Zidane remains one of the most elegant and fascinating players in football history. Because with Zidane, football looked like art. If you watched Zidane during that era, tell me in the comments, what was his greatest move or his greatest match?